Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. It's been a week. I've been on this world for at least 2 hours every day for like the past week since the last episode. So, what were we doing? Um, we did something. Oh, yes, that's right. We were testing out the other few pneumatic craft things we wanted to make. So we made the minigun. This thing's fun, and the giant drill. Basically, you fill it with different types of ammo, and it's pretty decent. It's basically anything else you can get in the mod pack. We already have stuff that is way better than it, though. Although I do have a bunch of different types of ammo that we haven't tried out yet. Like, we have the freezing, and we have the incendiary, which I guess we should check out. God, that you have to be on the ground, so I can't actually change out while mid-air. I also cannot actually change to the incendiary. It will not let me change to incendiary. It just keeps cycling right past. Up. There we go. Incendiary. I don't actually have anything to shoot right now, so I guess I'll grab a training dummy. So, I mean, this thing is really cool. Okay, it doesn't look like that does actual damage anymore. It looks like it has changed specifically over to fire damage. And this is the ice freezing one. It's supposed to freeze in place. Decent damage, or damage over time as well. You know, and that one could be pretty good. And then there's also the explosive ones that I don't think we tried out. We have armor piercing and regular. Just pull out you, explosive. I think it says that terrain damage has been turned off. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to change that. I don't know if I can. Okay, so the only reason that ammo is worse than everything else, the only reason you would actually use it is for terrain damage that has been turned off. Got it. Cool. Yeah, so that's a no-go. And then finally, we have armor piercing. The only one that we haven't tried otherwise is... Wait, here it is. So... eventually... There we go. Yeah, I think that's the highest damage for any of these, but the fact that it's like considerably lower range than everything else, so that kind of makes it a lot harder to use, I guess. So, I don't know, the minigun is really cool. It is also considerably weaker than just about everything. Where did... Huh? Oh, I have training dummies in there. I guess I put them in this backpack. That makes sense. I always want to carry them on me to test things out, so that sure. So yeah, the minigun is cool. The jackhammer, it's cool. We have so many better options at this point, though. It's silly. Like, all the cool stuff in that mod you're supposed to get way earlier than we did. Anyways, between episodes, I've been working on stuff. Quite a bit of stuff, actually. So, I just went ahead and got concrete for all the different colors for the Patrick Star. It is literally take dye that we have, take gravel, which we have, take sand that we have, or just different colored concrete and concrete powder that we already have, and just keep cycling through until you get all the different colors. Super easy. It was just 10 minutes or so, just color matching. Now there's that. Whenever we set up the actual crafting mechanical crafter, which we should be able to do pretty easily, it'll be more annoying getting a power source for it, because I don't know. I think you have to actually progress through create somewhat until you can actually get to the energy-based movement. So that's going to take a bit. Other than that, what else? What else? Oh yes, emeralds. I now before time spent more time just on here letting things run through, letting like the evoker thing, letting that thing run. We now have a 4 times emerald block, and this will give us a 3 times for free. Thank you. So this thing is going to go up here right away, next to this group, meaning we just need the other 2 mini portals, right? Uses. Am I pressing the wrong button? Yeah, we need the miniature nether portal, and we need the miniature end portal. I think they're relatively cheap. It's a bunch of stuff we've made before and we can make relatively easily. It's just going to be a bit... It's just going to take a bit of work to get them up and running. So there's that. There's another part for the ATM star done. Let's see. Is there anything else to show on this page? Not really. But in this backpack, I now have 3 64M mega storage components. And if I go ahead and grab this accumulation processor, open up this thing, I'm apparently out of vibe. Oh yes, I keep making all of this stuff and then it keeps getting reset because this computer system sucks. This computer system just glitches and deletes its contents every time you reload the game. So that's a thing. That's super fun. Anyways, I have actually used it to my advantage. If it's going to automatically reset every time I reload the game anyways, I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to use it. But anyways, with glowstone now in here, make some vibrant glass. Simple enough. And these 364 bits becomes a 256M mega storage component, which is pretty important, because then for the portable item cell, which is what we're after, we just need an ME chest, which is a couple more pieces we've already made before, a dense energy cell, which I can make relatively cheaply, and a mega item cell house, which is just skysteel and dust. I just forgot to grab it. So that will be another part of the ATM star done, but not fully, because we need 2 of these things, or the other thing, like this blast-proof casing. But, to help me along with actually getting the 256 Ms, because I'm probably going to go for 2 of these, I have managed to speed it up by building this machine here. So basically, silicon, quartz and gold go in here, they run through, they get cycled through and go in here, while they drop off the printed silicon, logic circuits, and redstone, which immediately gets put into here. These 3 automatically make chips, everything is maxed out speed, and it all ends up in here. It's quite a bit faster than what I was doing before. I basically just need to pay attention to those 2 chests. And then there's this little machine over here, the reaction chamber, is basically duplication for charged quartz. Like 1 dust and 1 charged equals 4 regular Certus quartz. So basically, Certus quartz goes in there. I cannot open this right now. Gets pumped through the crusher. Dust. Yeah, there we go. Certus quartz goes in here, gets pumped through, crushed, so on and so forth. Dust goes back in here, gets pumped into here, along with charged, because this stuff also, crystal goes in, charges, comes back. Double, double, double. Cool. Sorry about that. There is someone outside my door. Anyways, yes. Dust and charged go in. Create crystal. Crystal goes in here. Half get crushed into more crushed, half gets charged. And duplicating, duplicating. We now have over... 6, almost 7, 16.3k stacks. We're never going to have to worry about this stuff again, which is good, because these things are so expensive. Like, I think if I were to make another one of these, I would legitimately use up 4 of these stacks right here. It is silly how many resources go into making these things. So there's that, and I believe that's it for what happened between episodes. It was a lot. I started getting some stuff together that we're going to need. But, yeah. I'm also not entirely sure what we're... It would be nice if I could actually open menus and whatever. Anyways, let's just make the item housing cell thing. ME chest should be relatively easy. I just need to grab the stuff out from it. Dense energy cell is basically the same, because fluix dust. We now have infinite of this stuff, which means we also have infinite fluix dust, because it's just charged and fluix dust. As long as I have 32 fluix crystals, we can just go ahead and make more. Just duplicating it the same way. So, yeah. There was so much stuff. Oh yes, I also went ahead and made a second wither model, just so that we could get twice as many nether stars out of that thing. Because we're going to need 15 3-time blocks, and those are not cheap. I think we have 2.5 right now. So, let's see. Dense energy cell. Yeah, I can make those things, no problem. It's just, I'm going to need to crush up more fluix crystals real quick. So, other than this, I have no idea what we're actually doing today. Like, I have done so much busy work for all of this. There's just so much left to do that just takes hours on end. It's hard to actually record this video at this series at this point. Like, the quantum computer multi-threader. This is the last thing besides getting 2 of these things from ATM AE2 that we need. And I looked at this recipe. We technically could do it relatively soon. Like, these Shattered Singularities take these Singularities, Reaction Chamber with Ender Dust and Skystone to get 2 of these things. So we have a bunch of Singularities. This thing produces infinites. This is speed boosted up to put in infinite Cobble, which eventually turns into infinite Singularities. But it's like 5 minutes to produce one Singularity, even if I abused, like, if I abuse the whole reset on reload thing, I get 9 every time. So if I did that a couple of times, technically speaking, we'd be there just right now. But I want to avoid doing that if I can. So currently we're at 39. I think I did the math and I need like 45 or something like that of those singularities, which they're free. They just take so long. Oh yes, and then I need another one for the improbable probability device, because of course I do. I don't know. We're definitely to the point of this series where I just want it to end. I just want the series to end at this point. What is... We can look at create to create the mechanical arm and to create the the Patrick Star. And then it's Aura Tech, it's immersive engineering. Basically, we just have 3 more mods to look at and a bunch of busy work. So that's something. So I guess we're gonna do create today. Like, I guess I'm going to let Fluid Stress go through. I want to make one of these things today. So I'm just gonna get the stuff together. But other than that, I guess we're going to get the create stuff up and running and probably make the Patrick Star. So I'll see you when I can make this thing. It's just a bit of busy work again. Okay, I think that should now be everything I need. So I already made the dense energy cell and those things. ME chest is now a go. So 1 256M portable item cell, no energy, and no items stored. It is now 100% energy. I swear, if that causes a problem, I will scream. If that causes a problem, I will spawn one of these in, and that will be how we build the improbable probability machine. Device, rather. So, there's this one going up to join its friends. That is the line with the... Yeah, it's with these things. Cool. So, for this item, we're now just missing one more of these things, or the blast proofing. For this line, we're missing the mechanical arm, or the large advanced motor, the Tesla coil, and the QCMT. For this line, it's just the 2 portals. This line we already have. This line, it's just the Manhattan project and a second pocket storage. You know what? It's 2 items on the... Is it 2 or 3 items? It's 3 items on this line. 2 of them I think are going to be relatively easy. 3 items here, 1 item here, and 2 items here, but one of them we've already made before. I just haven't made another one. And then after that, it's going to be collecting a bunch more nether stars and putting together some more alloy blocks, because I think we need 32 of these ones, which you can make with the source thing, with the enchanting apparatus. It's just kind of slow to do it all. Oh yes, that's right. I also did kill a bunch of dragons so I could make the Dragon Forge ice bricks. I haven't actually set it up yet, but eventually we should be able to use Astrid here to actually make all those alloy blocks for us to make it a little bit faster. Yeah, it's just so much. It's just so much at this point. It's hard to actually get into it. So all of that can go away. I'm not making any more of those as long as I can hold off. So it's probably going to be another week before the next episode. I'll get to work on it. There's one of those. I'm not going to cross that one off just yet. Create time. Okay. So, to make the mechanical arm, we need the precision mechanism, which means we need 3 of the presser things. 3... Oh yes, I don't actually have to do that. I just need a gold plate, a conveyor belt with 3 of these things on top. They'll press, 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 press. Cool. So I just need to make sure I have all my andesite and zinc, which I had a decent chunk of, didn't I? Andesite, zinc, andesite alloy, all this good stuff. let's just go to the create page, shall we? I don't care much about all the create stuff. I'm really just doing this for the mechanical crafter and for the precision arm. So, relatively simple to do that eventually. Where are the rotational power things? Sequence gear shift, steam engine. Well, the steam engine's okay. The windmill's okay. The hand crank sucks. Is it not in this mod pack? That'll be so weird if somehow they didn't add into this mod pack the create add-on that actually works to use power to create movements. That'll be so weird. Creative crate allows infinite replication of items. Interesting. Oh, you can't actually craft that even with an ATM star. Mechanical crafter. I mean, that's already saved because it's super important. A creative motor. That thing just is infinite. Is it really not in this mod pack? I will be shocked. This is literally all the mods. If it does not have the add-on for electricity-based movements, it... There's a Tesla coil, accumulator, portable energy... I think it's that. The Tesla coil charges items. Okay. It's from Create's add-ons, right? It's from Create Additions. Electric motor, there it is. I don't know what the difference is between the electric motor and the alternator. Alternator creates power. Can you stop resetting me? There it is. Electric motor, save it. Oh, you need the mechanical crafter. Fine, I guess we're making the windmill. Because, yeah, I don't think the watermill is great enough force to actually move it. I guess we can try it. How do you build this thing? Copper stools, copper wires. I mean, simple enough. Capacitor, pretty simple. Just take a hammer and a bunch of basic resources for all that stuff. Brass. Oh yes, brass. I did actually randomly get brass seeds, so I decided to plant them thinking it was copper. Nope, that is bronze. Never mind. I'm thinking of the wrong alloy. Where is my brass? I know I have some. That's bronze. Oh, I have one piece of brass at this point. Cool. And it does not have a crafting recipe. Cool. So weird. It's just kind of weird. Copper and zinc get you that. Oh no. How do we make the windmill thing? Let's just start with the windmill thing. You need the windmill bearing, which is a shaft, a piece of stone, and a slab. Easy enough. Need to actually save the recipe. That's kind of important. And then the windmill sails are also just kind of nice. So, windmill bearing, need the shaft. Thank you. Context. Windmill bearing, and a bunch of windmill sails. Simple enough, just sticks, wool, and andesite. Dupe. 8 of these things should be a good enough start. We're going to need more when we get to the big crafting, but for now this should do. And I believe... Dupe. I think it's better to go around the central point, if I remember correctly. Of course, I have 8 here, so there won't be a central point. Also, the ticket just won't work like that anyways. There's that. I should be able to use a wrench to rotate this thing. There we go. Rotate it like so. I don't actually know if that's attached or not. That. You know what? Sure, go. I thought we immediately crashed for a moment. Yep, that's not very powerful. That is not going to create any force at all. I need a whole bunch more. It's been a while since I've done this. I think the first time I did this was Tensura Roguelighted, which is actually the better part of a year ago. I didn't actually realize it was that long ago until I was looking at the videos on my channel. Will that do for now? That's going to be... What? What's supposed to go there? Sticks. Okay. I guess I ran out of sticks? Interesting. I didn't even think about that possibility. There we go. 24 of these things. Let's just set it up like... I forgot you can't just place these on... How is every single thing I try to do wrong? Like, how am I doing literally everything wrong? How is that possible? I cannot make a right decision. I don't know. I'm just so exasperated when it comes to actually trying to record this series at this point. It's just rough. It is rough. I really want to come to an end here soon. So there's that. This can go like so. I think it's supposed to be symmetrical for the best results. There's that. That. Sure, that's not where I meant to put it, but whatever. 3 more. That, and out. No, let's just try it. How good is that now? It's got more power, I guess. It's still probably not a whole lot. Which I guess is where it comes into play, grabbing big ones and then, like, duplicating it. Guess I'm out of gears in there. I don't know. I don't know. So there's that. That. Is it just like that? Okay, it is. 2 of those. And a bunch of small ones. Duplicate. Like so. Like so. And then I'm going to need like another big one. And then I'm going to need to change directions. How did I do this? I think it took me several hours last time I tried to set up a create system. I also need to get kelp so I can make conveyor belts. And this isn't kelp, is it? This is just seagrass. Yeah, that's just seagrass. Do I have kelp? I probably have some amount of kelp that I picked up randomly. It's just a question of where is it? Kelp, there it is. Then what, I burn this? I think. Yeah, dried kelp, which... I mean, there's a decent chance I already have that as well, but where that is, I have no idea. No idea. Get out of menus. Sure, I'm gonna go get a conveyor belt together. I'm gonna need something. Guess what I probably should do is just move this water wheel over, use a water wheel to move a conveyor belt. That's probably going to be easier. I'm also going to need a bunch of other things, a bunch of other gears. I don't need this setup at all anymore. So just pull up everything here, and then I'll set it up over on that edge. The water wheel will move the conveyor belts, and then that thing will power the placer thingy so that we can get the precision module we need. So, 1 second, let me set up something very basic. Okay, so inventory is going to be a problem today, I can already tell. Anyways, I have the water wheel set up on a very basic conveyor belt, and I just went ahead and started making some bronze, which is just copper and zinc. So this stuff we're going to be using to make a couple of deployers. We're going to need 3 of these things. That's going to be 3 brass. Blah. Words are hard. I'm going to need 12 of these things, right? Is it 4 per? It's 4 per. So yeah, 4 times 3 is 12. So just go like so. These things are plates now, which should just be 3 of these. Thank you very much. I already have those things, just need 3 electron tubes, which is iron plates. Again, simple enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever. I grabbed 7. Whatever. 3 of these things, and the polished rose quartz, which is sandpaper, which super easy to make that. And rose quartz, which is nether quartz and stuff. Yeah, stuff. Very, very specific. I need 3 of these things, and sandpaper, which is super, super cheap. Nope, not red sandpaper. That's not what I wanted to click on. Sandpaper, which I guess I don't have paper in here. Doop doop. That. Thank you. Copper can go in there, because why not? So, this goes in my offhand, rose quartz goes in the front hand. Yep, there we go, like so. I do like the animation, it's kind of cool. This and this create electron tubes, and I can just make 3 deployers now. Going to need to figure out how to get energy in them, or, not energy, but, well, I guess kinetic energy is what I'm going for. I guess I can just go one gear up here. I don't really have anywhere to put them. Is that right? I don't think that's... really? Why? I forgot. These things are super annoying to actually place for some reason. Like, it will only place in the ways I do not want it to place. Because, of course, it will only place in the ways I do not want it to place. How does that make sense? A game, how does that make sense? I don't even know. Like, in what world does any of that screen place it sideways? I literally could not be looking more. How on earth does that screen place it straight? Where's my wrench? Where's my wrench? I am not doing well today. I am just not doing well. So I think that's lined up properly. Just place them side by side like that. Cool. Now, basically, all you have to do is go ahead and give it... Let's see, how do you make the precision thing again? One is a basic gear. Precision... calibrated precision mechanism. One iron nugget, one large cogwheel, and one cogwheel with a gold plate, and you run that through 5 times. That's right. So, obviously, they also need energy going into them. We'll find out pretty quickly if this is not going to work. So, just like so, and so. Is that already just good enough? So that thing has 3 of those. This thing is making a fist, but I don't know what it has in there. It shouldn't have anything in there. It doesn't look like it has anything in there. Guess I'll try picking that one back up. How? How do you make that decision, game? This decision just doesn't make sense. Also, it looks like it's just sort of stuck in there now. Anyways, from here, I'm going to need 2 more gears for that one. I'm going to need large cogs for the middle one, which means I'm also going to need more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like so. These go in here. I just don't understand this game. I don't understand why this game makes the decisions it does sometimes. There we go. There's that. And 5 of these. Those are going to go in this hand. I just need 2 more small gears. 1 second. I could have sworn someone was just knocking at my door. Whatever. Anyways, 5 cogwheels. I took the 3 out of there. Those go... Am I stupid? How can I old... How is literally every single... And where... How is it possible that literally every single thing I do right now is wrong? This is actually impressive. Like, it's actually impressive how messed up literally everything I attempt to do gets. Whatever. Precision thing, gold plate. Hammer and 2 pieces of gold. Like so. That, and that. Cool. Gold plate. Toss it there. Gear goes on 1. It's now an unfinished one. I'm going to have to pick this thing up and restart the cycle because I didn't feel like going through the whole setup multiple things to get one thing. Multiple conveyor belts just to do this. So there's that. Incomplete. I wish I could just put it down, but I do have to place it. I wonder if I could like right-click on a depot and it will immediately go. I don't actually know. But anyways, with that done... Why was I doing this? Why did I do this first? I guess doing this first works, but I'd wanted to get the I wanted to set up the autocrafter first so I could get the electric motor. I'm not entirely sure why I did it this order of operations. This is not the order of operations I wanted to do this in. Whatever. We're gonna get the mechanical arm first, I guess, then. Mechanical arm. There's that one. Yeah, we're just going to need 3 more brass plates, a brass casing, and an andesite alloy. Okay, so that puts it on the depot, but it doesn't actually start it going on the thing, because it's not technically being pushed onto the conveyor belts. This should be the last go, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There'll be the brass plates we need. And then just the same way we make an andesite casing, make a brass casing. There we go. Incomplete precision thing. That goes there. Did I... Huh? I guess I gave that thing one too few iron nuggets? There we go. Precision mechanism. Complex curiosities. Thank you very much. And with all of that, we get a mechanical arm. Relatively easy to make this first thing. It's not too much trouble. It's more or less just fighting gears until it lets you do it, though. Anyways, mechanical arm acquired. Thanks for free experience. Thanks for free experience. This thing goes in with the... Let's see. Okay, it's like the gravitational modulating unit, that group right there. That's part of the Nexium transmitter. So this goes over here. Meaning we just need the Tesla coil and the QCMT for that one. That's pretty good in my opinion. And it's just the Patrick Star from Crete then. So I'm going to end up having to dump some inventory stuff in a moment. But how do we make a bunch of mechanical crafters? Okay, there are more electron tubes. Easy enough, I just need to make the stuff. And we're going to need a bunch more brass casings, which again, I can just do. Let's see. I don't need the electric motor. If the windmill we have works, I don't need the electric motor. But the problem is, I don't know if the windmill we have will work for 55 like we need for this. I can just go ahead and make 55, though. 55 divided by 3, because you get 3 of these at a time, is going to be... 20 is 60 to do 57. I'm going to need to do 29 sets of this stuff. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Hopefully I didn't just miscount. If I did, oh well, we're going to get a couple extras. So let me go through this whole bunch. It's just going to take me a moment to strip them all and then turn them all into brass things. And then I guess I'll make the rose quartz while I'm at it, because that's, again, just a few moments of crafting stuff we've already seen. Okay, so that should just do it, right? 29 rose quartz, 29 of those things. I forgot to actually make the electron tubes. So there's that and that. 29 electron tubes. And then I'm going to need 29 crafting tables. I guess I'll go grab some wood and make 29 crafting tables real quick, because I didn't even think about that fact. Okay, crafting tables acquired. I actually made one too many. How did my math get so wrong? So... I said it was 29. It's 19. It was 19. I made so many extras. Oh, well, I guess we have extras. I forgot that these things actually only need to be... Oh, yes, that's how they work. I remember they needed to be run off of only one outside spot there. So if I use the wrench and line this one up, it should technically run. I guess you can't rotate them with the wrench. Cool. So, assuming I can line this one up with the side, there we go. Cool. So that is now running like so. I now need to set up all 55 of these in this setup. 1, 3, 9, 9, 7, 5. 1, 3, 9, 9, 7, 5. How tall does it have to go? This drown is annoying me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 tall. This is currently 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. So from there, what I should probably do is bring the shaft back out by 1 and, like, have this attached, like, here. I'm probably also going to need to double this a couple more times to actually use them all. Let's just see. Let's just see. So, if that's the middle point, that's a 9. That's another drown just spawned. So, 3 here. Let's see. It's 3, 7. Yep. 1, 3, 9, 9, 7, 5. 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4. Give that back to me, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9, 9. So that also goes like so. And then that's a 7, isn't it? Which means I've lined this up on the perfectly wrong place. I think if I'd gone like 1 or 2 lower down, it might have been perfect. But this is going to hit. Yep, that hits right there. Really? Oh well. I guess I'm gonna go mess with some gears real quick. Just get this one out of the way for a moment. And then basically these lines, they just need to be looking towards each other. Like, all the lines must eventually, like, converge on, like, one point at the very bottom. Like, this one's going to have to move over to this spot here. Let's see, currently that's a 7. This one's supposed to be 5, correct? 7, 5, 7. So that gear's also going to have to move. 5, 7. I'll adjust all these things later on. And then it's 2 4s at the bottom, right? And they're separated by a couple of blocks. Yeah, 1 block 4, 1 block 3, or 3 blocks in the middle. So, like so. And it should be like so, and then just duplicate it on this side. You know what? I have extras. It doesn't really matter if they're messed up for a moment. So, let's see. Let's make sure the lines are all working fine. Done with those. Those ones all eventually go up to that line right there, which is perfectly fine. And then from there, they follow this group. This group right here is a problem, I believe. How do I change this? Does the wrench work? Okay, the wrench works. So those can go down like so. That one needs to go somewheres. That one and those ones are lining up. So, like, let's see, that works back into itself, so that doesn't work. That one can go down. And then I guess that one's the drop point, straight down in the middle. So in theory, all that stuff down there lines up there. The stuff on the left goes to the same point. All the stuff on the right will eventually end up at this point as well. So from there, it goes down. That left one and all this one just goes down to this point. So it's basically just making sure this little bottom section is all worked correctly, and it is currently not. So all those converge here. That all converges here. All that converges on this spot, and all converges on this spot where it gets dropped down. Okay, cool. So, at this point, I just need to make sure that this thing has a strong enough pull with all the cogs that it'll actually work. That's easier said than done. I have no idea if I actually have enough gears to do this, but I can just make a couple more. These things can handle quite a bit of doubling, so I think it should be fine, in theory. So. There's already a decent chunk of doubling. I think before I managed to get a pretty compact version of this, so I might be able to do something pretty similar pretty easily. Let me work through it a bit more. Okay, as I was suspecting, this thing is overstressed and cannot currently run, but I went ahead and made the engineer's goggles, gold plates, string, glass. Easy enough. So what's our current stress here? Kinetic stress impact 32 SU at current speed. Here's its overstressed, add more sources. So let's see. Kinetic stress capacity should be way... Huh? This thing should be... 0 SU 1,000, 32, 32. Hold on, is it 32 SU per? So in theory, if this can move 1024, let's see, 1024 divided by 32, 24 divided by 32. So in theory, this thing should be able to power 32 mechanical crafters at the moment. Okay. That means I do need a mechanical thing, doesn't it? 64X. Hold on, because this thing can handle 512 RPM up to 8192. Okay, so I just need like a million more windmill cells. Cool, got it. Easy enough. There's 2 more. There's 62 more. Is this going to be enough? Let's make sure it's not running so I can actually adjust it. Take that back up. Okay, each one of these immediately boosted it from 1232. Hold on, 1536. Add 1 more. That's the same number. That did not change. 1536. Added 2 to the top and 1 to this spot right here. Like so. 1536. 1536. This is now 48 at... Huh? That seems weird. I don't know, I think I need to add extra power into this thing. Turn it off for a moment. 1, 2, 1. Something wrong there, or is that right? 5, 5. I think this is still symmetrical. I want to keep this thing as symmetrical as possible, basically, I think. That is... Place it. Thank you. So, 2048. These are now 64 SU... Why is the goalpost moving? I don't know. I think I need... I think speed of gears basically affects speed of turning, but not stress being undertaken. Actually, maybe this affects stress. Like, if I do that, it should move slower, but I think in technicality it should be under less stress. Aha! Yep, that works. So now all these mechanical crafters are going, meaning that I should, at this point, just need to put in all of the different colored concretes and make sure it's going. So, what's the order? Pink, pink, pink. There's a row of 5 pink there. There's 3 and 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 pink. Oh, this is not going to be easy, is it? I have pink concrete. I'm gonna have to go in order. Pink, and then it was a row of 5 here, right? 1, 2, 3. Basically follow this top line. Pink concrete like so. And then there's another one. Throw line of 3 here. That one. And apparently I accidentally used some of this one, making a different color. There's 3, 5. 3 more pink concrete. Got it. Can I just go like so? No, apparently I'm out of different colored concretes in there. I'm gonna have to go get it. This is gonna take me a moment. I'll see you when it's about to craft. I'm gonna turn it off before I actually craft it, though. Just so you can see it in all its glory before it starts going. Okay, after grabbing a little bit more concrete and spending a few moments just getting everything into place, we now have everything in line to create Patrick Star. There's our thumbnail for the episode. Almost 100% sure. Now, when I press this button, everything should very, very slowly start sliding into place. And you'll get like satisfying little clicks. I'm really hoping I didn't mess up here. Because if I happen to mess up on this somewheres, then it's going to drop everything and I'm going to have to start from scratch. And that's not going to be fun. Because this already took a moment. So, I could... If I wanted to try messing with it a little bit, I could probably speed up this process by getting extra speed in. But it's just gonna run. It's not too slow. And eventually it should drop everything down at that bottom section. I kind of want to try and get the picture before it actually drops completely out of the machine, because I think that's going to be the coolest shot. So there's that line over there. That will slide in along there. I do really like the mechanical craft art. It's very cool. So, like so. It'll pick up one last thing along the way right here. Click. And... picture. No way! That is so fast. There's no way I got that picture in time. That's a little bit sad. Uh... Yeah, I think I took the photo picture the first time. I think we already got it. But Patrick Star, there we go. Now this thing can be used to, well, duplicate itself. Infused Patrick Star, which this is used to... Wait, why do you infuse this? Infused Patrick Star. You need to infuse it to do... Interesting. You need the infused one to fully automate them. 5-star fragments, corrupted dust, and all that good stuff. We can rebuild 100% automated. Okay, that's just... we're not going to bother with getting all the creative stuff. Might keep on the goggles. They are cool. Nah, I'm going to switch back to the mask, I think. I don't know. The goggles are a little hard to see on your face. But Patrick Star, another piece of the ATM Star, actually fully completed. Thanks for the blocks of the stuff. I don't really know how much I need them, but thanks anyways. Vibranium block. Oh, these are chipped. You can turn them... How very rude, game. You just renamed concretes. That's mean. Ah, well, it's technically the cheapest item as far as like ATM start stuff goes. It's the cheapest. It just takes a little bit, so I guess I shouldn't expect anything too important. But anyways, this needs to get its pedestal. I thought I built extra ones, but I guess not. Pedestal, red display only, I believe, right? Yeah, red display only. It's just going to be some quartz pieces. Quartz. Doop doop doop. I am also going to need some gold and a red carpet. Red. It should not be this hard. I have all these pieces. I have everything I need for this. It's just kind of slow sometimes. There's that. Cool. Red carpet. It is completely unnecessary for me to do this. Putting this in the chest works just as well. But I think this is just cooler, so I'm just going to keep doing it anyways. So, pedestal acquired. 1, 2, 1, 2. It should go here. And it will, but I do need to clean this up a little bit. But there we go. Another actual full bit of the ATM Star done, leaving just the dimensional seed, the Nexium emitter, the improbable probability device, and the pulsating black hole. All of which are missing 1 or 2 items at this point, right? 2 items on this one, 1 item on this one, 2 items technically on this one, but 1 I can make as soon as I stop being lazy about it. Oh, yeah, we're very close. I guess next time it's immersive or aura attack. Between episodes, I guess I'll keep working on building another 256M. But this machine, it shouldn't take too long. I'm just going to need to run through some more gold. Gold speed is now the limiting factor, basically. Everything else is covered, and it's just putting it in the chest to run through. It's still just time. It's basically just time for why these machines take so long. But anyways, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. So, I don't know why I'm dealing with inventory stuff right now. I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members. Yamato, Tanagura, and Goddess of the Starfilled Void, thank you both so much for the extra support. For real now, take care, everybody.